We've come a long way, and we got a long way to go. But I want to thank all of you for taking this trip. It's been a journey, hasn't it? We're finding out so much stuff that we would not have found out otherwise. And the fact that so many of you had so many questions, it led us to find out more. We now know that all homes are definitely insured by some insurance company or another, either the Treasury or someone else. But we know these things now. We now know that the courts are looking at us as fictions. And when you walk through that metal detector, if you don't say, "Oh, I reserve all of my rights, but I will consent to your doing this," but that's as far as the consent go, if you don't do something like that, then you're going to be a fiction throughout the whole time. So we ask that y'all stay with us, because we're going to continue to seek redress for no one else but for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, ladies and gents, just want to let you know, going to turn up a little bit of volume here so that I can hear what you hear. When I turn my volume down, I can't hear how loud things are in the background. So what was happening is that the audio in the last video, the volume was so horrible. Said we weren't going to be doing a video anytime soon. Well, we just want to let y'all know something. We're going to change the screen resolution. I'm hoping, because I haven't had a chance to go through all of them. We still got the Wonder Woman one that I definitely got to get rid of. A little bit too revealing. Not extremely revealing, but enough of revealing that it's irritating. Good. Hey, he's letting you know that he swore it wasn't him. I just wanted to shout out a little bit of something, because there are a lot of people who are being critical of me. And that's okay. It comes with the territory, you know. People are going to criticize because they got nothing better to do. Ignorance is bliss. So I told everybody, and this is an update on the mortgages, and this video will just be entitled the 10 Mortgage Update, even though we're doing a total of 17. Of the 17 so far, 4 of the mortgages have been taken off of the mortgage list. No more sell dates. Okay, we got another 3 where it's been sent to the attorney, and so they forestalled those. Got another one where Wells Fargo is telling me that my presentment is not legal tender and will not be accepted now, in the future, or forever. Ladies and gentlemen, why would they mention it's not legal tender? So I get to explain to them why they have no other choice. So here's the question. For one, they tell them it's not legal tender, but they don't return it. And then on the other ones, they don't say that at all. They just stop the foreclosure. Now, we are getting their attention, and that's the point. This is not about forestalling foreclosures. My job is to try to eliminate them. But let's tell you the game plan. Each of the 17 mortgages that we're doing, these individuals will be part of the mass action lawsuit. Okay? They are honorary members of the Legal Redress Commission, and they are part of the lawsuit. And so when the banks don't respond like they're supposed to, we go after them. We get their attention. We have boxed them into a corner where if they respond and they don't respond according to law, then they just messed up, because we will be asking for a jury trial. If they don't respond, then they've just violated federal law. So we're boxing them into a corner. I was just telling somebody yesterday about this. There was a boxing video game, and it was called Knockout. And during the game, you would hear body blow, body blow, body blow, uppercut, 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 right jab, and then you'll hear him say uppercut, uppercut, knock him out, knock him out, knock him out. Okay, this is what we're doing to the system. It's okay. They've already put in place what they want to put in place. They're already changing things. It's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I say it's okay because come November 10th, we are going to be contacting all of you regarding us doing mortgages on a mass scale, doing exactly what I'm doing for these 17 on a mass scale, putting in the mechanisms and the infrastructure to take care of that. Remember, I contacted many of you and asked several of you to let me know if you had the ability of typing 50 to 60 words, no, excuse me, 60 words per minute. Let me get that correct. Some of you said that you weren't able to type 60 words per minute, but you could get there. Sorry, the offer is not being re-offered. What we're doing right now is we told many of you that we will call you back. We will contact you again. You'll be hearing from us sometime in November. Okay, after the seminar, we'll be taking care of the seminar, getting that out of the way, then you'll be hearing from us. And we're going to start taking on these mortgages and helping people out. Now, those of you who will be taking on in the future, you don't get to be a part of the mass action lawsuit. That's a different process, and that is a different contribution. So I just want to let you know. Okay, I don't see the price for the mortgages, although these 17s have really been taxing me. I've been working on these mortgages since, what day is that? Monday. Today is Thursday. Sorry, that's how tired I am because it's been non-stop. Waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30 in the morning, and going to sleep at 11. Last night I went to sleep at 1:30. Woke up at 6:30. Stayed on the mortgages until 2 o'clock this afternoon. Now that's non-stop. And people are saying, well, you're complaining. I always hear you talk about how much time you spend doing all of this. Well, let me tell you something. I could be doing other things. I could be doing the stuff that you do during the day. But because I have this wonderful, wonderful disease that literally zaps my energy, and the amount of thinking that I do actually makes me tired. And please, no more remedies, no more try this and try that and this and that. I don't want to hear it. Please stop. I had to tell that to my brother one day. I had to literally look at him and say, please stop. What was he doing? He was trying to manipulate me. That's the next thing I want to talk about. I've been having a really interesting time with people not only talking about me. I gotta pause y'all for a second. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry, I had to take that call, so I apologize. And if those of you who may or may not have heard the ringtone, it's Prince Musicology. I think that was probably one of his better albums in a long time, and I really am proud of that album. Especially the song Musicology, the title song for the album, the CD. All right, let's get back to the manipulation. There are people out there who think that they can play me. They can get over on me. And I say keep trying. But please understand that I will discard you without hesitation. I'm not going to sit up here and play dumb anymore like I don't know what you're doing. And those of you who think you can lie to me, there are quite a few, after we start a conversation and I catch you saying something that is different than what you stated earlier, and I call you on it, and you try to make an excuse, and I can tell that you're coming off the top of your head, that means that you're not on my level. So stop lying to me, because all you're going to do is make it worse for yourself. You see, what I do with people is I judge them based on their conduct, not what somebody else said about them last week, as I stated in the other video. I don't listen to gossip, don't listen to hearsay. I judge everybody according to who they are. Now, earlier today I received a call, and I called the person back, and they wanted to know how many more seats we had for the California event. As we just told many of you, we have arranged for them to remove the partition that was separating the two rooms, and now we have 30 extra seats. This whole mortgage process that I'm doing, I will be revealing during the seminar. Do you get me? You will be able to see a copy of all of the documents. What you will not be able to do is record the seminar. There are reasons for that. Okay, we're not going to have the new hour-style Treasury money orders going out there like that. Not this time. The last time I got word from the United States Department of Treasury and the Bureau of Public Debt that they ended up getting over 100,000 of those in the month of February alone. 100,000. Now that was one thing, but they received 300,000 in April. So what was happening is that the system was being oversaturated with those things, and we had to put an end to it. That's why we've changed the design, changed the route, and I've been using several laws. Well, one of our commissioners, and we'll just call him JMO for now, he actually found a law that actually said everything that I've been saying and combines all of those laws that I've been quoting to all of you. And it's right to the point. It explains and it shows you exactly how much on the money I was. So people have been asking, well, does it work? And can you get in trouble and all that? People, I'm not going to put myself out there to get in trouble just to be getting in trouble. It's not worth it just to be doing something just to be doing it. So let's see if we can bring this to a conclusion, a close. The mortgage process is not a process. I am not a guru. Well, does your process work? It doesn't matter whether or not it works or not. This was not designed to work. This was designed to set the companies up so that we could bring forth a lawsuit. That's why everybody got to be a part of the lawsuit automatically. This was setting them up for lawsuit. This is the long haul, not the short haul. Now, two of the people, right after they receive the paperwork, they all of a sudden want to file documents in court. You don't want to handle me in court if you're an attorney, because I'm going to make you produce all the information. That's going to be the main discovery. And if the judge rules against the person, we appeal it. We're not sitting back anymore. We're not going to cower. We're not going to walk away. This is a battle. And he who leaves the battlefield first loses. I'm not going nowhere. I don't plan on going anywhere. I'm not leaving anytime soon. You know, I feel comfortable doing this, so I'm going to do this. A young man asked me, he said, and no, this is not a religious conversation right now, so I want all of you to know that. A young man asked me last night, he says, I need to know more about you. Your website doesn't say anything about you. It doesn't explain anything. And so I need to know, what was he saying? He says, where did you get all this knowledge? How did you learn all of this stuff? Ladies and gentlemen, this knowledge that I have that people are wondering, this is where I got the knowledge. And I sent this to him. I told him exactly what I'm about to show you. Sorry, I got to go to Matthew 20, verse 22, which is this right here. And some of you, it doesn't matter whether you believe this or not. I'm not here to convince you. That's the good part about all of this, is that I don't have to convince you. Because this is my show, and I'm taking it on the road. The only person I have to convince is me. But 22 simply says, unless those days were cut short, no flesh would be saved, but on account of the chosen ones, those days would be cut short. Then I took him to here. Give me 1 second. I remember where it is, but I like looking it up nonetheless just to make sure. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, let's give the credit where the credit is due. This is a software produced by Jehovah's Witnesses, and this particular software is called the Watchtower Library. And so basically it has a lot of functionality, a lot of capabilities, and no, you cannot go and download it from the internet. It's not that type of software. It says, and you have an anointing from the Holy One. All of you have knowledge. That's where I get it from, people. And I'm being as literal as I possibly can. There is no way for me to hide it, get around it. But I am not the smartest cucumber that fell off of the turnip truck. I'm not even the smartest Duracell in the ever-ready pack. Okay? But what I am is literal, logical, and I don't accept any answer as an answer. I dissect everything. I tell people, if you've ever seen the movies where the person is pointing into the sky and it's like there's a screen in front of him without all the plastic. It's right in front of him and he can move things over as if he's touching a touch screen that's visibly right in front of him. Well, that's the only way to explain how my mind works. I dissect questions. I dissect things. That's why I say when people talk to me and they're telling me something, I'm analyzing the truthfulness of what they're saying while they're saying it. If it makes logic, if it makes sense. And if it doesn't make sense, I call them on it. Because I'm so sick and tired of people thinking that they can just tell me anything and it's okay. Alright, I just wanted to get this video out and let people know that the mortgages, all the paperwork is out. We're sending the notices of default. We're doing the commercial lien process with the mortgages. If you really want to know what's going on with the mortgages, we're following the commercial lien process and we're bringing up the right questions. Questions I will not discuss with any of you. Issues I will not discuss with any of you until after January. Why? Because I promised the people at the seminar they will be the first to get this information. Haven't really discussed it all with the Legal Redress Commission. Why? Because that was the plan. To keep it private so that it wouldn't get overdone, oversaturated, so where everybody was talking about it, everybody was doing it. You know, we couldn't have that because some of you just throw paperwork out there as if it's confetti. And that's what they do with your paperwork. They treat it as if it's confetti. Alright, I want to get this video up, so I'm going to stop talking, but I want to thank all of you for your support, all of you for your time. Thank you. And I say please have a good day. We'll keep you updated on these mortgages. We'll keep you updated on the event. Again, those of you who want to attend the seminar and know this is not a sales pitch, not a sales ploy, we got 30 more seats because we know people want this information about the mortgages. Some of the people there are just there so that they could take this and sell this or put it into their processes for which they're already implementing. We're not going to stop those people from being there. They can take this and sell it. They can take it and use it and make money off of it. Because it's not a secret. Everything we're doing is already out there. We're just not bringing up those dumb arguments. And they're dumb arguments because they don't matter. We're not talking about all the remix and all of that stuff because that stuff doesn't matter. Okay, it's just convolution. I showed you the court case where in Philadelphia, Montgomery County, where the young lady was bringing a lawsuit against MERS. Good action, but she was doing it because they were taking money, and so we know it was a lawyer who was behind that. Wrong argument to get anything accomplished. You want to get rid of MERS? You don't go after MERS like that, saying that what they're doing is illegal. All they're doing, they're just a database. There's nothing wrong with keeping a database, and nobody could ever claim that there's something wrong with keeping a database. Unless you're NSA. Okay. So, we are going after them based on the actual issues, not on the imaginary issues. Alright, thank you ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of this video. I want to thank you for taking the time to take a listen. Mortgage Update is all this is going to be called. Top 10 Mortgage Update. That's all it's going to be called, okay? Alright, take care of yourself, we'll speak to you later. Have a good day.
Another message from me to you. Now, I want all of you to understand something, so that you get what's going on. We know that when we walk into the court, when we walk into the building, the first thing we do is we give consent. How do you give consent? Because you walk through a metal detector, and because there is no law saying you have to go through that metal detector, you thereby, ergo, give consent. So, what must you do? Say, yes, I will come through your metal detector, but I reserve all of my rights. Just that simple, people. When you walk into the court, and that idiot calls the name of the corporation that you speak in behalf of, you say, Yes, I am here in reference to that matter, but I reserve all of my rights throughout. Just that simple, people. It's time for us to get control, to gain control, to control, not be controlled. There's a lot going on. So, what I want you to do is compare what you hear here to what you're hearing out there. And notice, nobody is bringing up any of these points. Not one single person. So, we are the puzzle descramblers. We are the puzzles putter-togethers. We are the people who are seeking to find the answers with the clues we have in front of us. We don't want followers. We want people who are there who are going to help us. Are you going to help us?